Welcome back there! We're taking a short trip back to 1978 where we're going to be diving into the history of chicken spaghetti. And after that, we'll add our chicken broth, chopped olives, and pimentos. So we'll be right back. All right, well, we got the chicken all done. Good job. These veggies are nice and soft. That's right. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little button. Now join us on our journey cooking through history. All right, chicken spaghetti. That's right. People are like, chicken spaghetti? How historical is chicken spaghetti? Well, let me tell you.
Apparently, it's pretty historical, actually.
It's got an interesting story. As we all know chicken spaghetti as usually the casserole, potlucks,
the family dish.
Big family dish.
Yeah.
And that's originally where it kind of got its big start.
Yeah.
It basically, in the 50s and 60s, became very popular because of the potlucks and
the easy, quick meals.
Yes, and feeding a family for economical, cheaply.
Yeah.
Although today, not so much.
Yeah, the canned foods are not so cheap anymore.
But the origin of it really comes from Chicken Tetrazzini.
Wow.
Which is also, it's fun. We're using this cookbook, and it is from 1978.
Yeah.
But it also has a portion that is from 1924. It's like two books in one, but
That's cool.
We're in the 78 version. And it's coming from a little First Baptist church. So, yes, and it's really cool when you look at it and you know how popular chicken spaghetti is.
Oh, yeah. I'm certain y'all have had it before.
Yeah. And even in this book, it has Chicken Tetrazzini.
Wow.
And that is a cool story, but that's where people really think that the chicken spaghetti
came from?
The chicken and noodles
Yeah.
came from is from the original dish Chicken Tetrazzini.
That's cool.
Which was, there are some like all these historic foods who did first. Some say California, some say New York, but they all agree it was based off this singer named Tetrazzini. And some chef wanted to make a cool dish for her. And so it was basically a creamy mushroom chicken kind of pasta. Some say linguine, some say spaghetti. But that's kind of where the origin of it, because even this recipe, if you compare it to the other chicken spaghettis, it's almost all the same ingredients. It's got your mirepoix, your mushroom soup, this, that. So
it's basically the same recipe with maybe just different techniques.
And so that's really where the origin of chicken spaghetti comes from, is from this singer getting a famous dish after her. And I think that
seems to be like a commonality of all of these historic recipes is there's either this famous person or these pilots that go somewhere and get a special dish and it turns out to be really good.
How else do great things come on the menu? I've had some really cool meals that these chefs just went wild and were like, okay, we'll
made something
I'm like,
crazy.
Awesome,
yeah.
Okay. And then you get the bill and you're like, ooh, was it worth it? But
depends on the day of the week, probably.
Exactly. And like this, and it's cool that this book has so many chicken spaghetti recipes. And each of them are a little bit different. So we are going to be doing chicken spaghetti number 1. Why number 1? Because it was the first one.
There we go.
And this is coming from Carlene. Sorry.
Carlene Toot.
Yes.
Cool.
There we go. Whew. So thank you. That was just rude.
Toot.
So in her recipe, it calls for 1 small hen, and she says boiled until tender and deboned. You're going to debone it.
Yep.
We did not boil it. Not going to lie. We cheated.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, we kind of cheated. It's more of a...
And I hate boiled chickens unless you're making stock. There's really no point to using boiled meat.
Yeah, because,
in that
the only way to really make really good boiled meat is to waste a whole crap ton of seasonings.
Yes. And so we just go ahead and we get a rotisserie. I love subbing rotisseries. As you saw earlier this week, we made an awesome chicken salad out of a rotisserie. So we're just going to go ahead and use a rotisserie chicken for this one instead of boiling one. but it is a small hen.
Yeah.
And then we got, of course, some chopped onion, bell pepper, 1 chopped onion, 1 bell pepper, celery if desired, and I desired it.
Yeah. Hey, it's in the recipe.
2 tablespoons of butter, some grated cheese, and it is funny when you read these kind of recipes, there's not a lot of amounts.
Yeah.
Some of them have amounts, some of them don't.
Yeah.
And then just like this says, chicken broth, chopped olives, Spanish tomato sauce, salt and pepper, which is over there.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, why do you have pimentos here? Well, because you also got to read the directions. And that's a note, anytime you do a recipe, always read before you start. Because down in here it says, add chicken broth, chopped olives, and pimentos. And then parentheses, if desired.
Yep.
So I'm thinking Miss Carlene probably was not a fan of celery or pimentos.
Probably not.
But she didn't want to get crap from everybody that has celery and pimentos in all the other recipes.
Yep.
So
Yep.
she was like, well, I better put it in there. No,
But it's true, you really should read the recipe before you make it.
So we're going to make Miss Carlene's chicken spaghetti number 1.
All right.
The first thing says to throw in the butter.
Butter.
Butter, believe it. We're going to melt that. And while that's melting, you want to pull that chicken apart?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab my trusty gloves.
Yes. And to this, what does it say? Saute onion, bell pepper, and celery in butter. So that is exactly what we will do.
Awesome.
But I bet Miss Carlene probably omitted the celery.
Probably.
She is not feeling desirable of celery.
Yeah, I doubt it.
All right. So we're going to get those going. We're just going to sweat those down. And then after that, we'll add our chicken broth, chopped olives, and pimentos. So we'll be right back. All right. Well, we got the chicken all done. Good job. These veggies are nice and soft. So
Looking good.
the next thing, we're going to add our chopped olives.
Ooh.
And I'm going to tell you, it didn't say black or green, but I just went with black because I think that was more readily available.
Yeah, it's probably more likely anyways.
I'm going to throw in our pimentos. Just 1 little jar of those guys.
Look at that.
I think this might be good.
I think so.
And then where are we? Oh, yep, our sauce.
Time to get saucy.
That's right. Ooh. Our Spanish tomato sauce, which is a little difficult to come by.
So, it's not really saying how much.
Nope. So I'm just kind of basically, I would assume how a lot of people cook back then. 1 can of soup, fill it with
So 1 to
equal,
1.
yeah, an equal
Yeah.
part. And I'm just kind of want to,
Shake it up.
just to get all that flavor out, as much as possible. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Look at that.
There we go.
That's probably right. It's going to get a nice little sauciness to it.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have our spaghetti, chicken.
Yeah.
So we're just going to let this warm because it doesn't say add tomato sauce. Oh, we need our salt and pepper. And
Pepper.
layer the chicken.
There's some pepper for you.
Is that smoked salt still in there? We can just use that.
Yeah. Smoked salt's probably crying. We haven't used them in so long.
I know. It's almost out.
Cool.
It didn't say what kind of salt, so
Also didn't say how much either. You probably did what? 1/4 teaspoon?
yeah, I would say. Because, I mean, this canned stuff has a lot of sodium in it, so we probably don't need a lot.
Yeah.
When we boiled the noodles, oh, excuse me, she did say cook spaghetti in water until tender, rinse hot water, then cold water. That's exactly what we did. But when cooking spaghetti, you always make a nice salty water.
Yep. It'll make a good noodle.
All right, well, I think we're ready to grab our dish and start layering.
Okay. Well, here's our dish.
Perfect. And how did she say to do it? Place layer of chicken, spaghetti, and sauce. Repeat with another layer and cover with grated cheese.
So, chicken.
And go down with some chicken. And then that. Grab our spaghetti.
Yeah. Do half of that. Cool.
There we go. We just did about 10 ounces worth of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the older boxes and bags were 10 ounces and not the 1 pound that we know. I mean, we can tell.
Yeah, if you look at a picture from
Yeah.
back then of Americans to today.
So we're going to take half our sauce.
This is almost like a supreme pizza.
It really is.
It's only missing mushrooms, really. More chicken?
Yep, I'm going to put the rest of the chicken on. And then throw on spaghetti. This is going to be interesting. It's not your typical, like, a lot of the, like
what I know as chicken spaghetti.
Yes, we know as our canned soups. One of the best, my favorite chicken spaghetti, and we made it the other day.
Yeah.
It's kind of what inspired us to look into chicken spaghetti. But of course, it has, you know, cream of mushroom, cheddar cheese soup,
Yeah.
cream of celery, and then it has a bunch of cheese and all that goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we typically think of chicken spaghetti. This is definitely
Something different, but I
Different.
think it's pretty interesting. I think it'll be fun to taste it and see what it's all about.
it's not very saucy with one can.
Yeah, it's not really very saucy, but we'll see.
Yes, hey. Who knows? Who knows? Why am I judging this, Caroline?
Yeah, we can't judge it quite yet. Now, when we
Alright.
taste it, we can judge it.
We're gonna take our cheese and put it on top.
All right, cheesy.
Simple as that. And then, oh, you want to throw the oven on?
Yeah, what do we need it on?
300.
300 degrees.
So once we've done that, see, this is pretty easy. It's gonna feed quite a few people. I think it'll be good. It'll be different, that's for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting
Compared-
it to be a little more saucy, but
Yeah, it's not as creamy as, but maybe when it steams in the oven, some of the starches from the pasta will come out. So
did it say to cover it or anything, or you just
Yes.
throw it in there?
it says cover and steam slowly for 30 minutes at 300 degrees.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab a cover.
Yeah. The aluminum foil.
Aluminium, yes, as the British would say. All right, let's get this in the oven and then we'll be back in 30 minutes.
I kind of think that, you know, she means to steam it for 30 minutes, not to bake it for 30 minutes.
Yes, but how do you bring it to a steam? You don't have a steamer.
I don't know. I
know,
just kind of
it's-
think that maybe she meant that, but
Well, maybe so, but she should have put it in the book.
shoulda. That's why we got to make sure that in our recipes we give details.
Exactly. Oh, well, hey,
Hey,
it is ready. What do you
It is.
know? Let's go grab it. Are you excited to try this?
I am super excited.
Watch me drop it all over myself. Although I'd rather have tapioca than this. All over me. All right, well, it has steamed for 30 minutes. Maybe, maybe not.
It might have, it might not have. I mean,
Of course, you know, in the 70s, it was like where they were having all the cool different appliances, and so they may had a actual steamer.
it's possible that they did. I wish, if that was the case, I wish she would have said that.
You ready for the big
Yeah,
reveal?
let's see this.
Ooh.
Wow,
Well, I mean, it got pretty melty.
it did.
I mean, it's...
It smells good. Do you smell it?
Yeah, okay. See, all this poo-pooing while I was baking.
Well, we weren't necessarily poo-pooing. We were tooting. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Look at that.
Maybe
Yeah, maybe.
mix it up a little.
Yeah.
We got a plate. There you go.
Oh.
See, it's steaming.
Hey, it is. It's steaming.
All right. Well,
Look at that.
I mean, it looks like a chicken spaghetti.
It definitely does.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's probably enough to...
Okay. Yeah.
Forks up. We're about to take a bite out of history.
That's true. Yeah, let's try and.
Okay, it's got some cheese.
Yeah, it's got some cheese up in there. Let's see.
Moment true.
Eh,
Not gonna lie,
it's not bad.
it really isn't.
Let me get another bite.
I mean, it's not as like a creamy sauce as you typically expect. But it's got flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spanish tomato sauce gave it a lot of flavor.
It did, yeah.
Of course, cooking the noodles properly in salted
Yeah.
water.
That's what I was about to say.
That's
Make
why-
sure you properly salt your water.
Yes, because otherwise it would have been very bland because the noodle would have taken
Yeah.
all that little bit of salt we added in there.
That's true. This would barely have any flavor if you didn't do your noodles correctly.
But with the Trinity,
Get some of that actual
the
cheese.
olives, I think to improve this is I would have layered cheese. When we did put cheese down on the first, so you would have some cheese in between them. That's really my biggest criticism.
Yeah.
But going from a traditional chicken spaghetti as what we know, it's kind of cool to see what what really started.
It is, and it's actually really cool and delicious with the actual amount of veggies in there.
I would say I would keep this technique with the tomato
Yeah.
sauce. Maybe tweak a couple little things.
I think
but
we could
kinda-
definitely tweak a couple things
I
on
kinda
the
like
sauce,
it.
but
hey, I would not be upset if Miss Caroline came in and said, "Here's some chicken spaghetti, guys." I'd be like, "Well, thank you. That's
yeah,
pretty good."
Yeah, it's definitely not something that you would throw away. It's good
No.
enough to eat it for
Yeah,
sure.
we're gonna give it to the neighbors.
No, but yeah, I think we could make some adjustments to the sauce, and I think
It'd
it would
really
be a
good.
killer
And
recipe.
I think it would be fun for y'all to try at home. Just to,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're really used to the normal creamy, cheesy chicken spaghetti, give this a try. You
Yeah.
will be pleasantly surprised
You really will.
of how actually good it. I mean, it really is good. It's got good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, hey, give it up to Miss Carolyn Toot.
Yes.
Or Tut.
Bless
Either
her.
way. So, all right. Well, this is good. Well, remember to join us next time for another journey cooking through history.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit that button.
Didn't I say button?
You said button.
Oh,
Bell.
bell button. No one cares. Okay, boomer. I'm not a boomer. People want to put me in the bad category.